Ever wonder why we sometimes hide our true selves and put on a show for the world? Welcome to the intriguing exploration of our many faces. Most of us, if not all, have at some point crafted a character, a persona, a mask. We've slipped it on and played a role that's quite different from who we truly are. It's almost like we're living out a script that's been handed to us, rather than creating our own narrative. But why do we do this? You see, it's all about perception, acceptance, and the fear of vulnerability. We're social creatures, craving connection and acceptance from those around us. But sometimes, we fear that our authentic selves may not be enough, may not be accepted, or worse, may be rejected. Let's take a moment to dive into the fascinating world of psychology. Carl Jung, one of the most influential psychologists of the 20th century, proposed the theory of persona and shadow. The persona, according to Jung, is the social face that an individual presents to the world, a kind of mask designed to make a certain impression on others, while simultaneously hiding the true nature of the individual. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not inherently bad to put on a mask. Masks can be helpful. They can protect us, help us fit in, and even help us navigate complex social situations. But the problem arises when we lose touch with our authentic selves, when we forget who we are beneath the mask, or when we feel we can't exist without it. So, you see, we're all actors to some degree, playing roles in the grand theater of life. We've all got our scripts and our costumes, our stages and our audiences. But what happens when the curtain falls? Who are we when we're not performing for the world? So, we've established that we all wear masks. But why do we do it? Let's delve into the psychology behind pretense. Why do we feel the need to pretend? The answer lies within our minds. Our human psyche is a complex tapestry of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, shaped by both our internal and external environments. One of the most fascinating aspects of this tapestry is pretense, our tendency to put on masks and play roles that may not truly reflect our authentic selves. You see, our brains are wired for social interaction. We are driven by a desire to fit in and be accepted, a concept explained by the social identity theory. This theory suggests that our identities are partially formed by the social groups we identify with, and we often conform to the norms and expectations of these groups to maintain a positive social identity. So, if your social circle values certain traits or behaviors, you might find yourself pretending to embody these characteristics, even if they don't align with your true self. But it's not just about fitting in. Sometimes, pretense is a response to fear and uncertainty. The Stanford Prison Experiment, a study conducted in the early 70s, demonstrated how quickly and drastically individuals can adopt new identities when placed in unfamiliar and challenging situations. The participants, who were randomly assigned to play prisoners or guards, quickly adopted behaviors associated with their assigned roles, revealing how our identities can be influenced by societal expectations and roles. Moreover, pretense can also serve as a self-defense mechanism. When we feel threatened or insecure, we might pretend to be someone we're not to protect ourselves or to project an image of strength and confidence. It's a survival instinct, a way of navigating the complex social landscape. However, while pretense can sometimes help us survive and adapt, it can also lead to a loss of our authentic selves. When we spend too much time playing a role, we risk losing touch with who we truly are. We become performers on a stage, with our real selves hidden behind the curtain. While pretending can sometimes be a survival mechanism, it can also lead to a loss of self. Let's explore the implications of this. What happens when the mask becomes the face, when pretense replaces authenticity? This is a question worth pondering. Living a life of pretense can come with a hefty price tag. Let's delve into the cost of pretense, the toll it can take on mental health and relationships. Studies have shown that there's a strong link between inauthenticity and stress. When we're constantly pretending to be someone we're not, our brains are in a constant state of high alert. It's like being on a never-ending stage performance, and the stress of maintaining this act can be overwhelming. It's like carrying a heavy backpack, day in, day out, without any respite. And this chronic stress can lead to anxiety, depressive symptoms, and even physical health problems over time. But it's not just about the toll on our mental health. There's also the impact on our relationships. Authenticity is the cornerstone of genuine connections. It's the raw, unfiltered truth that allows others to truly see us, understand us, and connect with us on a deeper level. But when we're constantly in pretense mode, we're not allowing that genuine connection to form. We're presenting a facade, a version of ourselves that might not even exist. And this can lead to feelings of isolation, loneliness, and disconnection. Moreover, living a life of pretense can rob us of the joy and satisfaction that comes from self-expression and self-acceptance. By constantly trying to fit into a mold, we're denying ourselves the freedom to be who we truly are, to express our thoughts, ideas, and beliefs freely. This can lead to a deep-seated dissatisfaction, a feeling of being stuck, of not living up to our full potential. The cost of pretense can be high, but does that mean we are forever doomed to wear these masks? Not necessarily. Stay tuned as we delve into the path towards authenticity and how shedding these masks can lead to a more fulfilling, healthier, and happier life. How can we peel off these masks and embrace our authentic selves? A question that many of us ponder. The answer, my friends, lies in a few simple yet profound steps that help cultivate authenticity. Firstly, we need to practice mindfulness. If you're wondering what that is, it's the art of being present in the moment, of truly experiencing life as it unfolds. By being mindful, we can better understand our thoughts, emotions, and actions without the influence of external factors. This self-awareness is a critical step towards authenticity. Next, let's talk about self-reflection. It's not about scrutinizing every single thing you do, but rather, it's about understanding your motivations and values. What drives you? What are you passionate about? What are your strengths and weaknesses? By answering these questions honestly, you can start to see the real you, not the you that you pretend to be. Now let's talk about assertiveness training. No, it's not about becoming aggressive or dominant. It's about standing up for your own needs and rights in a respectful manner. It's about expressing yourself openly and honestly, without fear of judgment. Remember, your voice matters, and so do your feelings. But here's the thing, cultivating authenticity requires self-acceptance and courage. We all have flaws and make mistakes. Accepting these as part of who we are, rather than trying to hide them, is a crucial part of becoming authentic. It takes courage to be true to ourselves, especially in a world that often pressures us to be someone else. So, are you ready to take off your mask and reveal the real you? It might be scary at first, but I promise you it's incredibly liberating. Authenticity is a journey, not a destination, but it's a journey well worth embarking on. So, let's start this journey together. Let's embrace our authentic selves and live our lives with courage, honesty, and integrity. After all, there's no one else quite like you. What does life look like when we embrace our true selves? Imagine feeling at ease in your own skin, no longer burdened by the weight of pretense or the need to conform to someone else's expectations. That's the power of authenticity. Being authentic is a liberating experience. It's like letting out a breath you didn't know you were holding. It's a moment of clarity where you realize you're enough just as you are. It's the freedom to live your life on your own terms, guided by your own moral compass, your own values, and your own desires. One of the most compelling benefits of authenticity is improved mental health. Psychological studies have shown that living authentically can significantly reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. When we stop pretending and start living authentically, we allow ourselves to fully experience life, both its highs and its lows, without the added stress of maintaining a facade. Being authentic also paves the way for stronger relationships. When you're authentic, you attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are, not who you pretend to be. These relationships are often deeper and more fulfilling because they're based on truth and mutual respect. And let's not forget about self-esteem. Authenticity and self-esteem are like two sides of the same coin. When you're authentic, you're essentially saying, "This is me, and I'm proud of who I am." This act of self-affirmation can do wonders for your self-esteem. But remember, authenticity is not a destination, but a journey. It's a continuous process of self-discovery and self-acceptance. It requires courage, self-awareness, and most importantly, a commitment to living your truth. So, How about it? Are you ready to embrace your authenticity? Are you ready to let go of the masks and step into the light of your true self? In the end, being true to yourself is the greatest gift you can give to the world. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey to authenticity today.